Captain Jorg, the fearless boater. Again, going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Hi there, good morning, welcome to my channel. Perfectly blue sky, beautiful morning here in Edmonton. Well, guess where I am? Down by the river. Yeah, my plan today is I'm launching the boat at a different spot than the last time and the last time before that. What got me to stop here and launch the boat is because there's some rocks here. And it's not quite as muddy, because over there, last time, I don't know if you remember that, but I dragged a whole bunch of mud in the boat, and well, I'm still experimenting with all this, so this time maybe there won't be as much mud. Well, the flow is going that way, so I'll probably start off by paddling that way. Anyways, right now, what I have to do is pump up my boat, and then I'll talk to you. Step 1 is accomplished. There's my boat. Wow. I'm ready to go. I just have to put everything in there. Then we're gonna see. See, I got all this super wide beach, whatever you want to call it. It's full of rocks, but it's pretty safe to land a drone here. So even with a little breeze, I'm probably gonna fly this thing. But first I'm gonna get on the water.
Captain Jorg, the fearless boater, going down the North.
So here I am back on the water. Feels good. Yeah, it was pretty easy here this time. I didn't get, well, hardly any mud in the boat at all. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm getting good at this. Yeah, it's nice. Now I'm already floating downstream quite a bit, so I'm gonna paddle the other way so that I can then just float back to where I started, where my bike is. See, this time I brought my gimbal with me, so maybe we can see something wild. That's my hope. So I'm doing nothing right now, but I've been paddling quite a while. I can see. I mean, can you see that movement? I'm holding it perfectly still. My camera, I'm talking. So going against the stream this morning, for some reason, is incredibly tough. All the gains that I made just by turning on the camera and talking to you for a couple of minutes here, that it's spinning the boat around for one thing. So I got to find a solution for that. So among the more experienced boaters out there, what would you recommend? Well, right now it's not too bad, but it's still drifting. The boat is not keeping its course when I let go of the paddles. And I guess that's kind of normal with this kind of boat, but it'd be nice to be a little bit more stable, especially for doing such things as filming wildlife or flying the drone, of course. Anyways, I gotta work a little bit. Like, I was hoping to get all the way back there. You see that bridge, like way back there? Yeah, that was kind of my idea, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's a bit far now. Alright, now you can see me paddling. I don't know how long it'll stay like that. Don't have a tripod on this or anything. It's just gonna move the way the boat is. There are some ducks really close by, and if I was not so concerned about drifting off too far, I'd get out my gimbal right now and get a close-up of them, but we'll do that on the way back, I think. I don't think they'll go anywhere. Right now I'm more concerned with going a bit upstream so that I have time to relax and float. Mind you, it seems like whenever I do that, I cover more distance, way more distance than I do paddling, so it's kind of disproportionate. So I have to find a way to get the bike on here so I can go further upstream and then just come down the river the way I originally thought of doing that. Right now I'm just working my butt off here, which is okay. Other people have to go to a gym for this kind of thing. Well, to be honest with you, I do that too sometimes, but I much prefer being outside here.
Jorg, the fearless boater going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Okay, I switched cameras now. I'm on the gimbal, so if I see anything exciting on the shore there, I can show you. I just wanted to show you something. Let's zoom in on this. See how the riverbank, what the erosion is doing to it? Yeah, no, this ain't working. Oh, bam. Gimbal on a boat. Live and learn, eh? Yeah, no, that didn't work. Using the gimbal on the boat while drifting seemed to be impossible because there was never enough time for the camera to properly focus on anything. To complicate matters, the display on the gimbal to see what mode it's in and stuff is extremely dim, so in the sunlight it's impossible to see. I gave up on it fast, but here's some drone footage. Can you see that it's finally spring even here in Edmonton, Alberta? And I hope you enjoy this song, Captain George. I made this myself, so I have to play it again here.
Captain Jorg, the fearless boater. The end. Going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Captain George, the fearless boater, the end, going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Captain Jorg, the fearless boater going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Captain Jorg, the fearless boater, going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Captain George, the fearless boater, going down the North Saskatchewan River.
No, just a sound effect. Got you, eh? Now I have to catch the drone again. Can I still do it? Yeah! Okay, my boat adventure for today is basically done. I gotta watch so I don't drift back out onto the open water, and also I don't want to get caught on some sharp rock. So I'm just about where my bike is, and I want to pull this out of the water. After I tell you about my experience with this gimbal, and I'm using it right now, but on the boat is too much. Two problems with it. Number one, well, the sun was giving me a really hard time. It's very bright here, And the problem is just to see what setting the gimbal is at. You know, the display on the gimbal is extremely dark. Right now I could see that it's PF, pan follow, in selfie mode. But earlier I couldn't tell, and then you know, I have to play with the gimbal, see what it does to figure it out from there, but forget about it. It's not good. It doesn't work. So the idea of catching wildlife on the water while you're on the boat with the gimbal, I don't think was my best idea. I think it's best from land when you can get close. And with this zoom, I don't need to really get that close. You know, it's just a matter of adjusting the zoom and finding the right point to shoot at. I got lucky after I got out of the water, and here's the example. This was shot with the Zhiyun Crane M2 gimbal and my Canon SX 730HS camera. It's got a good zoom on that camera, and this is handheld.
Captain George, the fearless boater, the end, going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Now for the drone, I flew it. I'm getting better at anticipating where I'll be versus the drone and all this, so this is actually good practice. It's a good idea. I think I really have to be careful though, what the weather's like, the current, the wind, all of that, but I think that's a matter of practice, and I'll keep doing it. I caught the drone again. I found it again surprisingly tough because I figured I had done twice last time. Now I'm an expert. No, it's always a challenge, and I always like to have a backup, like the beach that I have right here. Let me turn this around. See this river bank? It's extremely wide, and there's a black rock there, or whatever that is, that I'm worried about. Don't want it to get too close to my boat. See, from all the reading I've done, an inflatable boat like this is extremely safe because air floats and it naturally can't go under. But that is only true for as long as there's air in it. So if there's anything in the river that can threaten that, I have to watch out for it. And one problem with the river right about now is that it is very low. The water level is lower than normal, and so there are things that are sticking out that paddling backwards, rowing backwards, I can't really anticipate, I can't see, so I do my best to stay where the water is relatively deep, but it's never 100%, so I'm grateful that everything is still good. And now I'm going to pack this up, go home, see what Barbara's up to. Then I realized I had about 45% left on my drone battery, so hey, and there was somebody launching a boat.
Captain Jorg, the fearless boater going down the North Saskatchewan River.
Nah, that's too noisy and too fast for me, and where's the challenge? So I got my little rubber thingy, and I'm happy with it. Anyways, once again, I want to say that I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. The YouTube algorithm does something magical when a video gets lots of thumbs up, because then more people get to see it, and it's kind of more exciting to make better videos when, you know, people are enjoying them. There you go. Have a good one.